Okay, so small confession time here. I drink a lot of coffee. And I've been drinking coffee ever since I was 16 years old, and I'm 28 today. On top of that, it recently occurred to me that I probably haven't had a single day for the last 10 years or so where I haven't had at least one cup of coffee. And that habit has only gotten worse after I finished my teacher studies and started teaching full-time about 2 years ago. Where now I would probably have to say that I drink maybe around 4 to 5 cups of coffee on any given weekday. So I want to do a small experiment and quit all caffeine for the next 7 days and just see how I feel. Now, while my coffee consumption is probably above average, I never really thought of it as an actual addiction. But just in case, I've looked up some of the withdrawal symptoms from caffeine addiction just to see or get a better understanding of what I have in store. And it says here that you can expect to experience headaches, fatigue, anxiety, difficulty with concentrating, depression, irritability, tremors, and just in general lower levels of energy. So it's going to be interesting to see. Now, it is actually also recommended here that you should reduce your caffeine consumption gradually. But I've always been terrible at doing anything gradually, so cold turkey it is. Now, today is Sunday and I have had coffee today. So starting tomorrow, Monday, will officially be the first day where I won't have any caffeine at all. Now, I'll definitely check in with you tomorrow, but otherwise, I think the plan for the week is just to sort of monitor how I feel throughout the day and document any updates and changes that occur throughout the week. But with that said, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, so I guess I'm feeling alright this morning. I'm definitely a bit tired, and the first thing I would usually do at this point is obviously to make a cup of coffee, so it feels a bit strange not to do that. But I'm guessing that has more to do with the actual habit itself than it really being an addiction. But in any case, no coffee for me this morning. So I think what I'll do now is just get in a quick home workout, get myself ready, and then head off to work. Okay, so I just got in from work about 30 minutes or so ago, and I just wanted to give a quick update. Now, today has been fine, but I have to admit that after my workout this morning and throughout the day, I've gotten progressively more and more tired, and I've definitely experienced more sort of just exhaustion and fatigue than I normally do throughout a regular workday. The main thing I would say, however, is that when I got home today and sat down just to relax for a little bit, is that I strongly, way more than usual, had to fight the urge to take a nap. And it's not like the urge to take a nap is something out of the ordinary, but today definitely felt more enticing than usual. And I really want to try to get in a good night's sleep tonight. So yeah, definitely no napping. But yeah, so other than the fatigue and perhaps the lowered energy levels, I haven't really experienced any of the other sort of withdrawal symptoms of caffeine addiction as of yet. No headaches, no anxiety attacks, no crazy mood swings. So I think we're pretty much good so far. But yeah, I guess I'll just check in with an update as soon or if anything at all changes. All right, so it's Thursday and it's about 6:30. And I just woke up from a nap. Now, I know I said I tried to avoid taking naps throughout the week, but I'm going to the skate park later tonight. And after work earlier today, I just felt super tired when I got home. So I decided to just get in a quick hour. And I hope that it won't affect too much my ability to go to bed early tonight. And staying on that topic is actually also one of the reasons why I just wanted to do a quick update, since while nothing crazy has really changed or occurred over the last few days, one thing I did notice was that for the last couple of nights, consistently at around 9 or 10 p.m, I've always been super tired and ready to go to bed and had absolutely no issue falling asleep early, which for me is actually a pretty big deal because going to bed early is always something that I've found pretty difficult. You know, most nights I would try to lay in bed at around 10, 11, sometimes maybe 12 p.m. even though I had to get up at 7. And going to bed at that hour, I will usually always spend at least like half an hour or an hour in bed before I fall asleep. It can vary, sometimes it's worse than others, but it's been a pretty bad habit that I've had for many years actually. So again, being able to go to bed at 9 or 10 p.m. feeling super tired, feeling, well, almost exhausted, and just being able to go to sleep immediately has actually been really, really nice. And on top of that, I felt well rested the day after. So yeah, that's actually been really nice, and I hope my nap shenanigans today won't affect that improvement too much when I go to sleep later tonight. So yesterday, Friday, was the first day where I really sort of felt the first withdrawal symptoms. So I didn't really get around to recording too much since I actually had a really bad headache that lasted throughout most of the day. On a positive note, however, I did go to bed early and managed to get a really good night's sleep. I actually think I got around 9 full hours, and today I woke up really well rested, feeling much better, no headaches, nothing at all. And on top of that, I had a really productive day. I managed to get some work done, a bit of cleaning, run a few errands, and even get in a workout as well. You know, just overall feeling really good and well rested. But with that, we now got 2 more days left of this experiment. So unless something crazy happens tomorrow, I guess I will just check in with you on Monday. Alright, so today we actually have Saturday, a full week after the last clip I recorded. And the full week of no caffeine officially ended this Monday. Now, I haven't had a cup of coffee until yesterday, which was Friday. So it actually ended up being more like probably a week and a half of no caffeine. In any case, I just wanted to record my final thoughts on this little experiment. Now, for the entirety of the period, I have actually been surprised as to how few withdrawal side effects I have experienced. Aside from the general fatigue and the headache last Friday, I haven't actually experienced any sort of withdrawal symptoms at all. Instead, rather, I've experienced a plethora of benefits. And the most important one of those, I would definitely say, has to be how I've been able to feel tired and go to sleep early pretty much every night. And on top of that, especially for the last 4 to 5 days, I've felt super well rested every morning, which is a pretty strange feeling since it has really made it clear to me how often I actually don't sleep well in general, or at least when I drink caffeine, that is. And one more really cool thing I noticed when I had a cup of coffee yesterday was that in contrast to how I would usually drink coffee, the cup of coffee I had yesterday actually worked. I woke up and knew I had a long day ahead of me. I felt a bit tired, so I had a cup of coffee and I actually felt like it provided me with energy. Whereas before, when I would have about 4 to 5 cups of coffee per day, it would usually just have the effect of leveling out my energy levels, not really providing me with extra energy when I feel tired. So to wrap it up, all in all, this has been a really cool experiment. And I don't want to say that I'll never have a cup of coffee again, because I most likely will. But what it has made me want to do is definitely be more aware of my coffee consumption and not drink it just for the sake of drinking a cup of coffee, but rather try to be more conscious of only having it once in a while, whenever I feel like I just need that tiny extra boost of energy. And it makes a lot of sense because, as with most drugs, the more you consume of it, the higher your tolerance is. So obviously, the more often you drink caffeine, the less of an effect it will have. So being aware of your consumption and trying to minimize how often you drink coffee just makes it that much more enjoyable and effective when you then do decide to have a cup of coffee. But yeah, it wasn't really until I stopped and really thought about my coffee consumption that I realized how much I was drinking. So hopefully, if you're in the same shoes that I was in, perhaps this video can inspire you to reassess your own coffee consumption, and maybe even on top of that, experiment a bit with giving it up for a while. In any case, I hope you enjoyed the video and found it useful. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.